Put your head on my.
I want to welcome everybody watching, tuning in, and tapping in. Always staying tuned. Always locked in with the Coffee First podcast. It's your boy Eclipse 303 Clips everywhere. Today we got the OG, one of my OGs. Because he's been around. He's been around for years. It's been years now.
Like a dinosaur.
It's been years. Nah, since I've been fucking with you. Like, it's been years. Like, bro, we got years, nigga.
Yeah.
Like, we got songs, we got beats, we got
shows,
knowledge, shows. Like, bro.
Yeah.
My nigga Primo is here.
We've been growing.
Go ahead. Shout them out where they could find you. I'm gonna start you off with that so they know where to tap in with Primo and how to lock in with you, man.
Shit, it's Primo Cuz 303 on everything. PRIMOCUZ 303.
So let them know who you are. Let's start this off like that. Let's start it off like that on Coffee First.
Shit, well, first and foremost, the man of God. I'm devoted to this music journey. It's taken me like a lot of different places, from different cities to knowing about 1,000+ artists. I consider myself a service. I used to be an artist myself, but I gave up on that journey to continue other people's journeys because I feel that's my calling, whether it be helping them with beats, song composition, helping them get their ideas come to life, visuals, anything that's gonna help the artist grow and make them look in a good image. Okay. Because we're trying to grow, we're trying to present a good package to the consumer.
That's what it's about, man. That's what it's about. It's like we first tapped in. We tapped in on some show promoting stuff with what was it called? Underground, and then we tapped in first.
Undefined. We met at an Undefined.
Yeah,
event.
it was the Undefined, and then
the Denver one.
We started doing that group. But then we did some shows together. I bought a beat from you. I bought a couple beats from you actually, and then I bought another beat where we did a song, and I still listen to that song again to this day. If you don't know, check out Affair 303 Clips, AD.
Boy, Elijah's on there on the hook.
Oh my gosh,
it's a dope sample. It's pretty timeless. It's slept on, but regardless, it's like a good piece to the catalog because it's high quality. Like that's on bang.
Oh yeah, wait till I catch AD at a show. Yo, you know what the first song gonna be on the set list? Oh my gosh,
I got it.
That's just cold as fuck. I'm not gonna lie, I still listen to that till this day. So, but
he said, "Give her some D to remember. Hit from the back like a fender."
Hit from the back like a fender. Whenever I bend her, I'm leaving the chanting like.
So how has this? How did you start the videography business, and how has it boosted your mindset in media and your career?
The video aspect of my career was never a thought. Like, I never thought I was gonna be into video. I never had an interest in it. I bought a camera to go vlog a New York trip that I was gonna do. I was gonna go on a networking trip, and there was gonna be models and like a runway shoot. So I was like, I need a camera, So I started looking up cameras, and I like quality. So anything I get, I want it to be quality.
Okay.
So I looked up what cameras are gonna last me a while, what I could use, what other people in the industry are using, and I ended up going with a Sony. I got the A7C. And it does me really good for videos and for photos. So I was just gonna vlog, but then I just saw the opportunities, how many doors it opens, and I'm like, yeah, this is a key. Like, it's a key for networking. It adds value to anything that I do. Like, now I could go to an event and not just stand there. I could be part of the event, even if I have nothing to do with it, just because I could document it. Yeah. So like. This game's all about content now.
And documentation is important to an artist. When an artist is recording up there and they is actually doing their thing, and let's say this artist forgot to bring somebody who can document this moment in their time. You're that person that documented, bro. you're right there in like they'll be like, oh, how much for that? And that's some business right there.
Yeah, it's good business, you know, it's honest
nice
business.
too.
Yeah, and it's cool, you know, like I could do some cool stuff with video. Like I've been growing. I haven't been doing it too long, but I'm already doing some good projects. I've already got some high-end clientele. Yeah, like things are growing, and I never expected to do this. I just expected to be a beat producer and a rapper. And then, you know, this when you leave your mind open, you can open up different doors. Like I removed my ego from the equation, and that helped me be able to see more opportunities. Like now I could add value to anybody's career instead of just a rapper.
All right.
Any type of creator.
All right, that's cool. Is that what helped you say like, fuck it, and go ahead and do it, like all in, like go ahead and just take that leap and be like, this is what I want to do. This is what I'm going to do. Fuck it. Let's make it happen.
A year before that, Dank from Where's Dank Studios, he's my boy, you know, like me and him grew up together. And
shout out Dank Studios too. Tap in if you haven't.
Yes, sir. High quality recording. But we would be on trips, you know, with our family and stuff, and we'd be in like Cancun, like freestyling, telling our family that this is what we're gonna do. And you know, we're just like we seen it as kids, and then we just continued doing it. Like he got a recording studio, I was making beats, I was collabing with other different people, but I was kind of selfish with my journey at the beginning. Like I wanted it all to myself. Like I wanted to make the best beats for myself. I wanted to learn how to do everything so I could do it by myself. I don't need nobody. And then I wasn't getting nowhere. You know, like I wasn't. Okay. And Dank hit me up because he opened up a studio, and he's already having clients, and he's ready to move to another studio. He's like, bro, I'm gonna have another room in there. Like, do you want to collab on it and do some business? And I was like, shit, it makes sense. So that's when I decided to go all in on it, because now I have a space, I have an office, somewhere to do business. Like I'm not bringing people to my house. Like you start scaling it, you know, you start seeing what you could do. You start marketing because now you have a legit business, and business is good. Like we're not where we want to be, but we're making strides. We're getting better and better artists all the time. And I like working with beginner artists as much as I would like working with artists that are already established, because everybody has something to bring to the table. Like some artists are barely starting, but I like to consider myself an A&R too, because I see talent. So when I see talent, I want to work with it. I want to, you know, collab. Like I see potential.
Is it a balance on which one is easier to work with?
As far as
like experienced artists compared to a new artist coming in there? Like
there's pros and cons to both. Like for example, like an established artist, you have to deal with a lot of ego. So they're not willing to listen to advice as much as a beginner artist. Okay. But they're more polished. They don't waste time in the studio, you know, like it's straight to business. It's let's record, all right, dubs, all right, ad-libs. With a beginner artist, there's more teaching, but there's also more attention, and you're able to create with them more than somebody that's already stuck in their ways. Okay. But either way, it's cool, because that's why it's called collaboration. Like I take my ego out the room, and then I figure out what my place is and what I could bring for value. If I can only bring value by doing beats, so be it. Like there's better video people than me. There's better producers, but I can do everything at a high level. So whatever I could do, I'll do that and not worry about what I didn't do.
Okay. All right. That's a good. All right. I like that. So here on this Coffee First podcast, I like to have everybody, the audience that we gain, the audience that tune in, that know what your morning routine is, that the creator that I bring on. And so what's your morning routine? How do you get your day started?
Well, there's two versions of me. So there's Music Primo, and then there's Emmanuel. Emmanuel is a father, you know, like I have a son. So when I'm with him, my morning routine is getting him ready for school and preparing his day. So that's how I set the tone. You know, I make him breakfast. I make sure that he has a good start, wake him up at a good amount of time so we're not rushing. Like, so, but Primo as a producer, when I don't have my son, like I like to wake up, drink coffee, smoke, get my creative vibes up. I like creating in the morning. Like morning sessions are my favorite, 'Cause,
honestly, hey, I feel that.
You get that fresh start, that fresh perspective.
Yeah. It's like your morning juices start flowing after that. Like,
For real.
You just be like, all right, I done made some hot shit. Let me take on this day. What's up?
Yeah. Well, that, and it's just like if I could, I would rather do business 9 to 5, like a real job, you know, like, cause when not like in my studio, there's no distractions. Like I don't have TVs in there. I don't have PS5s. I don't have things to entertain you. Like when we're in the room, we're locked in. Like
it's time to work.
Yeah, like it's, if to anyone else it'd be boring, but like if you're serious about what you're trying to do with me, like we're gonna get the project done. Like I work fast. I could make a beat from scratch and in front of you, custom tailored to your liking within a half an hour to an hour, and we'll start working on the song. Like I like working on things from scratch. I used to be a chef. So, you know, it's like I have all my P's and Q's. I have all my ingredients already ready.
So you like, let me get my ingredients and let me mix them together.
Yeah.
Let me go ahead and make my flavor how I want, how it should be, and let me cook type shit.
Yeah, and then it gets saucy, you know.
Hell yeah. That shit's cold. That shit's cold right there.
The music coming out of Dank Studios right now is fire. Like we get all kinds of different artists. Like I don't have a genre. Like right now we're getting a lot of West Coast artists. That's like the flavor. But before that it was R&B. We were getting a lot of R&B artists. Before that we were getting like a lot of Southern trap type melodic artists, like from Atlanta and Alabama. We get a lot of artists from Alabama for some reason, but they're dope. And then there's our like drill crowd, like who likes to do like that New York sound. I personally like, my favorite is like the Texas sound. That's where I like Texas based drums, and like I grew up off like screw and all that.
Okay.
So it's just dope to me, but I not everybody wants to do that kind of music, so I had to make myself versatile. Like, okay. But I studied all the sounds so I could like.
That's an important. Trait to have too. Is to be versatile, so you can like mess with everybody and like record everybody, be good at every trade type shit.
Nah, business has been good. It's growing.
Is it hard balancing like the being a father aspect and doing the chasing the dream aspect, like still like pursuing it aspect? Like
it definitely is, because no matter what, you have to sacrifice something.
Yeah.
Like sometimes I had to sacrifice that show I want to go to to be with him, or sometimes I had to sacrifice being with him to go to the show. You know, so like either way, it's time management, and I'm very time oriented. I hate being late. I have an internal clock that just ticks. So I'm always like very precise with what I try to do. We're God's ability He gave us is to be like Him, which is to be a creator. So we could create at any point. It's just focusing and having the right mindset. But you also have to have your tools ready, you know? Like you have to be prepared in your preparation. That way you could create comfortably. Like now you're not worried about, oh, I don't have this, I don't have this. When you have all your tools, then you're confident in what you're bringing. That's why I would guarantee people that would come to the studio for beats, like you're gonna leave with a beat. It doesn't matter like what our time is. It doesn't matter if it's fast or slow. You're gonna leave with a product, because that's how confident I was that you're gonna like my product. Because I'd be surprised at how much talent there is here. Everybody who comes usually is very talented, and they don't need a lot of help. Sometimes it's just they haven't been taught to do something, and since I already have, you know, it's like I'll just put them on game real quick and make the process faster. Like I like to give input as a producer, but also I like to listen as a consumer. Like this is what the audience would like, and this is your avenue. I'm good at telling people what they're good at. Sometimes they don't see it in themselves, and they have to have somebody from the outside give them a fresh perspective on themselves, positive or negative. But don't ever take feedback as negative. It's all good. The negative's gonna make you grow. The positive's gonna make you not stand still if you let it.
The negative will help you, I guess,
change.
Yeah, adapt, change, and like.
Because now it's in your mind, like, oh, this isn't good. I should probably work on it. But if everybody just tells you, hey, that's good, and you hear that all your life, you're gonna be like, I don't need to grow. I'm already where I'm at. but you shouldn't ever stop growing, because especially as an artist, because it's expression, you know. Art is expression, and we go through different circumstances. So whatever you're going through, it's beautiful as an artist, because you need pain to create something dope. You know, if life was all roses, we'd have nothing but sunshine. You know, like
that's what it is. A lot of dope music is made out of pain.
Yeah.
There's a lot of songs that's made out of pain, and
like
that's
blues. That literally comes from depression. You know,
really.
I'm feeling blue. Like they put it into a music, packaged it, and made their situation better. Like it reflects like a hard time in history.
Actually, a great example. Like the number one example is blues.
Yeah, but everything stems from blues, rock. You know, like everything's an extension. Like they say that everything is already been written. Like every song's already been written. So like I've heard a lot of people talk about how they just channel, you know, their abilities, and when they let go, it's the easiest to like channel energy and like ideas. But when you're trying to force an idea, that's when you really get stuck, and that's where creative block comes from, because you're not tapped in with the divine.
Yeah. You're not flowing, you're overthinking.
Yeah.
You're at that point where you're just like, oh no. You're doubting yourself, you're questioning yourself, you're like, oh shit. Yeah, I get that.
Yeah, doubt and fear is a motherfucker.
I get that. So what is your production service? 3P production?
Yeah, 3P. So it's a brand I created. 3Ps just symbolizes the three things I want to, you know, bring to the table, which is production, publication, and promotion. So I think those are the three things an artist needs. Like they need someone to produce with, someone to create with. That's like the creating the product, the song or the video, or, you know, like the content. The promotion part, marketing and strategic placements and all that, trying to grow. It doesn't matter where you're at, you still need to grow, you know, like it doesn't matter if you're at 100 followers or 50,000. Like I've worked with both, and either way it's the same thing, the same plan, the same thing you need to execute. Like we all start somewhere. Like I got an artist right now, he's barely like at 500 followers, his name's Burgundy Bands, but I already know he's gonna make noise. Like he's very hungry, he's willing to invest in himself, the music's good.
Yeah.
So like
got a strong drive.
But I also worked with Parkside Plugs, and he's almost at 50,000 followers, I think, and he's making big splash moves. Like he's going to Cali all the time, working with like big artists like Chito Ranas, and he's very about his business, you know, like he's very like, we're gonna get this done, They get to their shoots on time, they execute them, they drop them, they promote them, and boom, after a while, like it starts off with 2,000 views. Now they're getting hundreds of thousands of streams on each song, which is crazy. You know, like I seen him grow from the beginning to where he's at now, and it's like, damn, like this fool went from 0 to 100 quick.
That's cool.
Yeah,
it's all about investing in yourself, honestly.
Yeah, that's what he did. He from the beginning he didn't go cheap. He invested high quality production, videos, like everything he did was about quality. Like he was very selective in who he worked with too, which is okay, you know. Like you gotta get with the people who, yeah. Like I probably wasn't good till like my 8th year, literally. Like the sounds were always good, but I could never get ideas out on them. Now it's to the point where it's polished. I know you're gonna like it, and we're just creating music now, and I'm confident in it. But it took a while to get confident. So wherever you're at, like, don't get down on yourself. Just like keep developing.
Yeah, just do it.
Do it.
Just do it.
Yeah, what the fuck you doing? Just do it.
I'm not branding for Nike, and this is not no sponsorship, but you got to do it. I switched it up to just.
But see, that's good marketing. You know their slogan, like their slogan. Slogan.
Yeah, this slogan. Yeah, honestly, when people think like I'm gonna just do it, they probably think of Nike, which is crazy. That's probably how they make their money. That's good. That's good.
It's just in your face, you know. As an artist, you got to be in people's faces. Like there's so much. It ain't competition because there's room for everybody.
The consistency.
But as far as competition, as for people, the competition is for people's attention. That's the battle. Like, how are you going to get a person's attention with your product? You have to have a different approach. I think it's so flooded with fake that being authentic is where it's different now. Like being real is different. But I've seen everybody that's real, I've seen them have success.
Like I had Ryan Deuce on here, Ryan aka Deuce. He said that there's a lot of characters out here. Ever since he said that, that's stuck in my head because
Like negative
there
and
is
positively.
a lot of characters out.
Because I think characters is good. Like I think because
no, then people who dress up for the crowd, like not being themselves. Like,
yeah,
if you're
I
not
get
being
that.
yourself, you're not a character. I mean, if you're not being yourself, you're a character. But if you're being yourself, you're not a character anymore. They're just you, and you have a brand. You know what I mean?
are the brand.
Yeah,
like
yeah. But
you had to be able to like
those people who wear like who wear like a whole bunch of like fake jewelry or they go
I
ahead
get what
and
you mean.
promote gang violence, but they've never even shot a gun type stuff.
Yeah.
Or them fake motherfuckers.
So false. You're talking about false clout.
Yeah, them characters.
Yeah,
you know what I
'cause-
mean? Because what do you see when you see a TV show? You see somebody who is a character. They're not being themselves. You know what I mean?
Well, what's crazy is like I work with real gangsters. You know, like I make music with dudes who really done some shit, and most of the time they don't want to talk about it. You know, like
yeah. It's not something that you want to be
Yeah.
like, oh, yo, I did this. Oh, yo, I did that.
Yeah,
oh,
like-
yo, I did this. Nah, they're like,
the ones that are about it really don't talk about it like that. Like it'll show up in their music because that's where they express it. But like behind the scenes, they're not really like that. A lot of them are very positive outside of their music too. Like, but like I think it's when you try to glorify it instead of, you know, just painting the picture. Like you could share your experiences, but it becomes like evil when you're glorifying it.
yeah,
You know, because
yeah. When you're like kind of like, oh yeah, I shot a nigga and I went to the store.
yeah, like
shoot
when you're
that nigga.
bragging about
Oh,
it.
shoot that nigga. Go and shoot that nigga.
I'm gonna loop
Shoot
that.
him in the face.
We gonna
Stop
use that
up to
audio.
the ground. Like, ah, damn.
Yeah, I'm gonna loop that right now. And make a beat with
Yeah,
it.
you heard it on. That's a new track coming on Coffee First.
It's called-
the new theme song. Shoot that nigga. 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 Shoot that nigga.
We really be doing this. Like we're gonna be making shoot you in the face music all year.
Hell yeah.
He said, "Hell
Better
yeah."
watch out. Watch out. You heard it first. Oh man, see, this is why good conversations come with my man Primo right here, man. Tap in with Primo if you need some knowledge, if you need video work, if you need photography, if you need a beat, or if you need production on your song. He is going to be recording a few of the songs on the Coffee First mixtape that is coming out later December, but you know I'm gonna just say July just because
we
I like to tease.
We're gonna be promoting it all year anyway.
You know what
so
I mean?
I see you be growing too. You know, you're not where you started.
Oh no, this school and like actually like taking that leap and just like, I mean, I had a lot of people actually motivate me. You know what I mean? Like you for one, when we was just chilling and we was talking that one day, and you was like, nah, I don't fuck with my job. I don't like this shit. And then
I haven't gone back.
A week later, you told me that, nah, I quit it. I'm doing this video.
yeah.
And then I was just like, good shit. Hell yeah. I mean, I've had She Who Won't Be Named who was like, all right, cool. Let me start something for myself.
Right,
you know what I mean?
The
And she started something for herself.
Yeah.
I had like a lot of people like Beeson. I just had him up here on the branding and how to actually brand yourself as a merchandise business. I mean,
and I've never met him and I've heard of him, so that means they're doing a good job.
It's a lot of people that been motivating and like actually like I've been watching and being like, networking is important. Like it's important as fuck.
Everybody knows something. Like you can learn something from everybody.
Oh yeah.
Don't matter what level they're on. Even if it's just humility. Like
yeah.
There's
amazing.
There's a time to pop your shit.
It's amazing to dig into people's minds and being like, what knowledge can I steal from you? I mean, that's how I go.
No,
I hate it may sound bad.
No,
but I'm like, yo,
I had this thought the other day.
Let me see what knowledge I can steal from you real quick. I don't know this shit, but let me ask you this.
No, but look at it like this. I was having this conversation. I don't remember with who, but I was laughing because they're like, "Yeah, I stole this food's sauce, but I also gave him a little bit of sauce." He's like, "So I don't." I was like, "Oh, so y'all networked? Like y'all exchanged information? Like I don't see no stealing. I see an exchange of ideas. Ideas are you could grab an idea out of thin air. You know, we have an endless imagination. Like
that's it.
No thought is original.
That's it.
It's all been done. That's it. It's just I have a vision of what I want to be, and I won't feel successful unless I achieve that. But I know I'm getting close because opportunities keep popping up. You know, it doesn't catch me by surprise no more. But before it'd be like, oh, like I finally got noticed. No, like I go around and people recognize who I am now, and my work is getting recognition, which is confirmation. Like this is where you belong. Like you still got a little bit to go, but yeah, like. But
this is where you're supposed to be.
Yeah,
you're on the right path.
Yeah, exactly. And
on the right path.
If I could help out, I already know I've helped out artists. You know, like even if it's just gain their confidence. You know, like that's a big reward for me already. Like it fulfills